Hello, you guys. How is everyone doing? Get from over there. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have to get these puppies. And I mean it. How's everyone doing? Hey, little Miss Muffin. Let me go ahead and put these puppies up because they doing the most. And I done took them on a walk. But they was in their stroller, so they ain't tired. Shit, I'm the one tired. I'll put them up. I'll do a quick live before I get out. Rainbow, I'm tired of you fighting me. You don't fight me. I see Little Miss Muffin, Tyranny, Joy Loves God, JJ. Who else is in here? How is everyone doing on? It's still morning. I'll be on for a minute because I got some other stuff. I got a lot of stuff going on. I just thought about it. I came on at the wrong time. I need to call somebody at 12. I'll just call them at 1:30. Yeah. Yeah, I know what I'm noticing. A lot of these trials that where these people were charged like back in 2015, 2016, 2017, they are just they're just starting to go to trial. They're just starting to go to trial. Hey, Mr. Parker. Hey, Easy Money. Hey, King, Lil J. They are just starting to go to trial. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. These are murder cases, but I am not stressing myself out this year with that. Mm-mm. But so they've been really backed up. What people don't understand, the Shelby County justice system, as it relates, the court system, is very slow, anyways. And so then when COVID happened, when COVID happened, it really backed it up. And so, like I said, a lot of those people that were charged back in 16, 17, that's weird because it's always like a 2 to 3 year process anyway. So that's why I say with the Young Doss case, I think based on what has happened, and I know for a fact that it is backed up because you have people that have been in jail since they was charged back in 2016, 2015. They are just now getting ready to go to trial. Anyways, we're gonna wait for more people to start coming in. We're gonna talk about Keefe D. Okay, what I was reading about Keefe D, and I'm gonna drop some tea on Cornelius. Okay, you guys, if you find yourself unsubscribed, make sure that you subscribe again. I had to reach out to YouTube again because so in order for them to be unsubscribing my people, they're unsubscribing my members. Of course, we already know that it's a group of other YouTubers that work with people to amp up their views, to amp up and to try and run off their competition, right? And so they hire these people to do that. They go from page to page, going into people's members and stuff, and getting these YouTubers that paid them. Okay, they ain't got to do that because a lot of YouTubers are in other people's members anyways. But I'm just finding out more about this stuff, right? Because they're doing other stuff, but also that's real criminal. Hacking is criminal anyways. It's actually when you're doing it on a federal entity. I mean, what they're doing on here is federal anyways. They're not only doing that, they're doing any and everything else other than identity thefts. These folks into all types of shit. But I don't know why they think, I mean, why don't they just buy their views and stuff like that, leave other people alone? You know, they're bots, but I guess they feel like they hire these people to run off the competition because they can't continuously pay these people. I don't buy no damn bots. Okay? I'm not buying no bots. And these, but you know, this is something that has been going on. You'd be surprised at the folks that's involved in this stuff. They all, y'all, it's a lot of stuff going on. So what it says that they right, they've been unsubscribing my members. Um, they've been I do know that. So I would assume that they got somebody that works for the internet company too, because what they do is they get your IP address. They got somebody that works for Google. Okay, they got somebody that works for Google um that logs into your account. Okay, I guess from their cell phone and stuff, from the burner phones that they hack your account with. And it's just, it's crazy. Right. I could go into a lot of stuff that they're doing on here, but hey, it's already reported. It's already being looked at. I mean, they was just, you don't just start doing that on here. See, some people on here are able to um be something that they never was. Okay. And I don't know why they think I'm their competition, motherfucking bitches. And I'm talking about all you fuck niggas that's involved, okay? You bitches wouldn't have none to vlog about if I wasn't getting the tea. Y'all flipping and fish filleting and all of that. Y'all wait days and then turn around and regurgitate it or go look at my old shit and you motherfuckers was deleting my shit, bitch. You and your fucking people, so that you could say you was the first one that put it out. You can't put out shit first when I got the juice on it. Okay. But that's what they do. And these folks are in their 40s and 50s that's got that type of mindset. Some of them almost 40. So they old fools. I'm not paying nobody to, to go around like a scavenger on YouTube and try and scrap up other people's information so that I can regurgitate it on my blog. As if people don't know their information when you put it out. I don't care how many days you wait or how you try and fish fillet it. Mama, you know damn well when I get information, oftentimes it's exclusive. These bitches know my motherfucking friends ain't talking to them. They don't even live in Memphis. A lot of them, how they gonna talk to them and tell them something? Okay. So when the people with the access start going down, when the people with the access start going down, that's when you're gonna start seeing these vloggers crumble because they ain't got shit. I'm just saying that right now. When they start getting the people with the access and that's got something to lose, the vloggers gonna be the last people to fall. Okay, because that's what's holding them up. These stupid motherfuckers that's working every day, that's got a job. Okay, that's when you're gonna start seeing them going down. Okay, but if you find yourself unsubscribed, just resubscribe. Okay, I was looking at another young lady talking about, just, I mean, I recorded, I downloaded it, how another vlogger had hired somebody to hack into her stuff. Okay, and she was just saying verbatim because see what has happened, people have started uh nothing, they don't need to know. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to talk about Keefe D allegedly went undercover on P. Diddy. Okay. Now that's what they are alleging. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. That's what they are alleging. Now I saw Keefe D in court arguing with a attorney. Okay. And Keefe D was going back and forth with this attorney. It seems like that he wanted to cry, and I ain't gonna lie. He want to get out. That's what he want to do. But Keefe D has nobody to blame but himself. Okay. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis allegedly cooperated with the LAPD in an undercover operation to implicate Diddy in Tupac's unaliving. The Sun reported on Saturday, July 20th, that prosecutors revealed Davis participated in the undercover work back in 2009 after he was caught trafficking a large amount of drugs by the LAPD task force. Keefe D flew to New York City alongside the LA law enforcement with the mission to corroborate the conspiracy that Sean Combs had something to do with the Vegas shooting. Harlem gangster Eric Von Zip Martin was also targeted in the LAPD by a coastal undercover operation. A 179-page legal document states Keefe D allegedly met Martin and his nephew while he was in New York City, while he attempted to recruit the gangster to traffic narcotics. After returning, Keefe D tried to enlist Mr. Martin in an effort to traffic narcotics, legal documents state. Mr. Martin indicated he was out of the business, but directed him to conduct his drug activities with his nephew. As for the Bad Boy record, founder Diddy's name appears 77 times in the legal documents. One particular moment includes the transcript of Davis accusing Combs of putting out a hit on Suge Knight and Tupac. Legal documents show that the cops asked if Combs played a role in this thing, to which Keefe responded, "Yeah, I think he did." Another transcript shown in the court includes Davis recalling Puffy contacted him about Pac's unaliving, detailing that Combs reached out wondering if the South Side Crips were responsible for Shakira's unaliving by asking, "Is that us?" Keefe D, beaming with pride, answered, "Yes." Rolling Stone's May 2024 expose about the mogul explored his relationship with Pop. Kirk Burroughs, Bad Boy's co-founder, partner, and president, revealed to the magazine that Combs was jealous of Biggie's and Pac's relationship. Burroughs explained that Combs wanted to forge a friendship with the late Death Row artist, but Shakira wasn't interested. Pac didn't have any kind of respect for Puff. 90s photographer Monique Bond expressed, Bond claimed that Pac felt Diddy was a corny executive and that he was on the sidelines jealous. The explosive piece found Burroughs sharing that Diddy encouraged Biggie to write certain songs that felt beefy. Diddy allegedly released Biggie's single Who Shot Ya in 1995 to stir the beef narrative between Big and Pac. Biggie was adamant that it wasn't. Tupac responded with Hit 'Em Up, pushing the narrative even further that there was beef between the East Coast and the West Coast rappers. Okay. Okay, so Keefe D was lashing out at prosecutors. I wanted to show, let me see if I see that video. Keefe D mad. Child, Keefe D is mad. I thought Keefe D was out on bond. I did. I guess I ain't been paying attention like that. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Okay, they got music in there. I was trying to show you all. I was just looking at it. where Keefe D was arguing with the prosecutors. You all probably already have seen it. Okay, y'all, here it is right here.
They're not only ugly on the outside, but they're ugly on the inside too.
Dwayne Keefe D. Davis lashing out at prosecutors during another hearing about releasing him on bail.
And you just use something in the box. They just use something in the box. From 1996.
Those boxes contain a 2006 interview from a gang member who prosecutors say implicates Davis in Shakur's murder.
He makes that statement 2 years before any confession the defendant ever made.
But speaking out of turn, Davis says he believes those boxes came from retired LAPD detective Greg Kading, who interviewed Davis as part of the investigation into the death of rapper Notorious B.I.G. In a recorded interview, Davis told Kading what happened in Shakur's case, believing he would have immunity.
The boxes should not be allowed. They've been at his house for 15 years, and he's doing interviews, going in the boxes.
Well, Tuesday's hearing centered on that new evidence. The main reason was Davis's bail, the judge denying Davis's first attempt over concerns the man putting up the more than $112,000 was really a middleman. She also said she was concerned Davis could profit off the alleged crime, but Davis's attorney says no law prevents that until a person is convicted.
Right now, his son, myself, even he can enter into a contract with any media entity and make money on this case.
They just don't want to let Keefe D out because she worried about the wrong thing. She's concerned that he's gonna make money off of the case. He already is. I mean, don't he have a book or something out? So, anyways, hey, I believe it. I'm assuming because they said that the guy that the middle person, he's no longer, that actually got the money and ran. They say Puffy gave him the $1 million, and that now the guy's no longer here. Okay, I should have researched that. I don't know how he passed away, or maybe somebody killed him. They said Keefe D brought it. Yeah, Keefe D brought it on himself, because I'm gonna tell you why. Las Vegas PD and LAPD been knowing forever what happened to Tupac. They didn't want to solve the case. Keefe D put them in a position where they had to do something. When people are saying this man is saying that he did it and nothing is happening. Okay, so now we got Von Zip, right? So now we got to look at, what's going on with them when the man is admitting to they were involved. Keefe D forced their hand. He took their hands and forced it because they didn't want to do a damn thing. They've been knowing for almost 30 years what happened, and they didn't care. Okay. So how did Von Zip die? What happened to him? But he definitely brought it on himself. And I always believed not only that Puffy, it is in my opinion, not only did Puffy have something to do with what happened to Tupac, I believe that Puffy has something to do also with what happened. Okay, Puffy also has something to hand in what happened to Biggie. I know a lot of people want to say, Gene Deal been saying this for the longest. I think even in the beginning, because I paid close attention, I always watched all the documentaries dating back from the late 90s that was done on Tupac and on Biggie. Gene Deal said even then in one of the first documentaries that this white guy did that he didn't say that Puffy was involved, but he says he put enough out there, I think, to try and guide them in the right direction, right? And then even still, down through the years, he always said enough to include Tupac's, I believe Tupac's Frank is no longer here now because I believe, because maybe Suge, those police officers, was somehow involved. They didn't care anything about Pac. He was very outspoken. I always felt like Suge Knight had a part in it too, but I definitely, Puffy, or they knew that they were gonna do it and didn't care. They knew that they was gonna do it, and they opened the door. They fed him to Puffy and them people for them to be able to do it. Thank you, Cool Rock, for becoming a new member. I appreciate that so much. Okay. That's my first time seeing you in here, Cool Rock. I've never. Are you new to the channel? Because this is my first time seeing your thing. New Cool Rock 8888. Right. They say that he passed away of suicide, but was it really suicide? Right. They said they mentioned him 77 times. I definitely believe. Let me tell y'all something. Puffy seems to have a obsessive personality. He seems to have a obsessive personality. They said that when Tupac was taken out, Puffy went and started messing with all his ladies that he had dated. Not only that, but he started trying to dress like him. He had an insecurity. They said his teeth used to be green. Okay, so he got money, and y'all was looking at his feet. They still rusty crusty. Okay, they still rusty crusty. Because they got a close up of his feet. Recently, I be watching people's feet because I'm talking about men, not women. Okay, because it's something about them feet. But if you look at his feet, they fat, they hang out on one side, like meaty on one side, and kind of hang off to the side, and they got specs on them. Y'all know. So money couldn't change his feet, y'all. So money couldn't change his feet. Okay. Thank you, Bobby, for the super sticker. I appreciate that so much. Me too. And I'm telling, that's the reason why I hurry up and ran to the podiatrist. Y'all know recently when I was going to the going to get my toes and stuff done every 10 days. And them folks, I was just letting them take the nail polish off and stuff. I looked at the side of my feet. I said, the side of my feet over there is dark. I said, let me take my nail polish off and look myself. And they saw that fungus on my toe. And because I had my eyes closed with my legs up and stuff while they doing my toes. I wasn't paying attention. They took the toenail polish off, put it back on. And the fungus had gotten big, y'all, on both of my big toes. I hurry up and ran to the podiatrist. And it's about right now. She cut the hole. Oh, Lord Jesus. But it's about right now, though. It's about right. I had to get them toes back right. Y'all, I said I was not going back to the nail shop. I went and bought me some fake nails and all that. But y'all, I'm so tempted. But I might have to take my own nail polish. I'm going to make them pull out everything in front of me. I'm going to another nail shop. Make them pull out, sterilize everything. I'm not using their toenail polish because my doctor told me, see, even if they sterilize everything, y'all still using the same toenail polish. And that's how you get funguses. So I'm not going back. When I go, I'm taking my own nail polish. I went into Marshall's. They had a lot of different OPI nail polishes that I love, vibrant colors on sale. Y'all, I overdid it. I bought $130 worth of nail polish, nail hardener, all that good stuff, OPI. And I'm taking it to them. And I'm going to see if they're going to be cheaper because I'm taking my own nail polish, okay? Got my toenails back right. But Puffy toes was, ooh, Lord. So he's had a lot of insecurities, okay? They says, I used to bring my own nail polish. I was not doing that. I was going and getting the nail polish that they had. I didn't think about that, we all use the same nail, all of the customers. And, some people in there had them crusted toes. I cried. When I saw how my toenails were, I said, Lord, I used to look at the people sometimes I was in the nail shop, I look at their toes, I'd be gagging. Ugh, oh my God, their toes look terrible. I said, now God, now my toe got a fungus on it, both of them. I cried. I was constantly going to the damn podiatrist until them toes got right. Now they're growing back just right. It's just about up there. Because, she had cut off the whole toenail. I cried for days when she did that. I was gagging every time I looked at it. That's so I could put my ointment and stuff on the fungus. Anyways, you guys, yeah. So I believe that Puffy has an obsessive personality. He likes men, and so he be obsessed with him. He wanted Tupac. I believe that he wanted Tupac. Tupac was a handsome man. His physique, he was bold. He spoke with a lot of authority. He was sure of himself. That's sexy within itself. That's sexy within itself. Yes, it was dark. Yes. It was sexy within itself. And so maybe he knew that. I think men that exude a lot of masculinity, I'm talking about those that ain't bowing down, that ain't breaking or anything like that. I think that makes that makes him want them more. If they exude masculinity, I want to see if I can get booties with them or something. So thank you, Bobby, for the super sticker. So yes, I paid close attention, and I do believe a lot of what Gene Deal says. Now, what you have to understand is I've listened to Gene Deal's videos. He has not. I don't see where his story has changed a whole lot. He's basically said the same thing. Now, people might forget when folks are looking for a flaw. If you say and the last time you said is or, they look for anything. Yes, he loves men. Okay, and I think what Puffy should have did was he should have went on and got him a boy. He had a boyfriend. But I think I think this is my opinion. Maybe he was mad because he didn't know how to live his truth. That's why he dogged out women. That's why he himself. I don't listen when folks sit up and say, "Well, Puffy." They said, "Well, Puffy is a black man. We got to stick behind him." I don't give a damn about Puffy. Let me tell y'all why I don't care anything about Puffy, and it's been long overdue. I'm getting ready to run it down. Puffy, first of all, he was backed by the elites. Okay, that's number one. So Bad Boys was being funded by the elites. He was doing such a good job. He was the favorite. Okay, so Puffy had the opportunity to help a lot of, because back in the 90s, Bad Boy was dominating. Like all we did was listen to Toto, Faith Evans, even him, like all of his artists. They was dominating on Video Soul and all of that. He left all of those artists really broke, busted, and disgusted. Okay, Biggie ended up losing his life. And I'm sure if Biggie lost his life, if you listen to Gene Deal, Biggie had gotten smart. He watched Puffy more than Puffy thought and had actually signed with Puffy's competitor. Okay. So he had the opportunity to help to create generational wealth, 112 and all that throughout the music community as it relates to a lot of the African Americans. Okay. He didn't do that. He helped to financially rape them. That's what he did. Every one of them. So then, he helped to usher in a lot of stuff in the culture, through him. I think his one and only goal was, I think he was the agenda in the early 90s, all the way up until now, was to start annihilating masculinity as it relates to rappers, as it relates to men. Okay. He wanted some booty from them. Right. And so they said, you heard artists who are now who can talk now, or that's talking now, says he would call people when you didn't do what he wanted you to do and say, producers, you'll never work again if you produce a record for this artist because I got an issue with him. So I want you to have an issue with him. If you don't have an issue with him, you're not going to eat. That's what this Negro did. So I don't care nothing about him being black. Okay, he can kiss my ass. Okay. So when people come into my chat and they go, well, he a black man, they ain't doing to the white man's. So okay, so what we got to do is when they say, what about Clive Davis? Okay, so that's up to Puffy. That's up to Puffy and all of the other artists that it is alleged, and I believe it, that Clive Davis has taken advantage of for them to get together and start dropping dimes on Clive Davis. I'll do that. I'll stand behind them on that. The other artists, I'm not standing behind Puffy on nothing. Okay. What Puffy did was, Puffy is a prime example of, you may get away, but you surely won't get, you may get by, but you will never get away. It might take 30 years, and he was comfortable in doing what he was doing. But he didn't get away, because the laws of the earth is, whatever a man soweth, that's just what he is going to reap. Okay, so when people get comfortable and they think they safe in doing dirt, and that man did some of the ultimate. Okay, it goes to show that that's living proof right there, that everything that you do catches up with you. Okay. And the very people that enabled him to do it and protected him, okay, are now going against him. And so now that they're going to, them white people is going against Puffy. I mean, he was, so I don't care. This man terrorized the music community. See, we forget too soon. And we allow people to make us go, well, you know, even though when a person has terrorized our community, I don't care what their race is. And so we allow people to play that race card with us when we go, when they get caught up. Well, you know, they show doing Puffy dirty. The white man's just doing it. Okay, we have to get them one by one. Because see, I'm going to tell you something about how I feel. Puffy understands the struggle because he is a black man. Okay. So you take money to do what he did to his community and his deviousness and his evilness and all of that. I mean, I don't care nothing about him. I don't care what they do to him. I want this to be an example. I see, if nothing else, though, somebody else, they're raising up another Puffy. That's what they do. Okay. So this can be an example to all of the aspiring ones who wanted Puffy's place and all of that. Hey, they did it to Puffy. They used him for 30 years. Okay. You know, I was listening to one of Puffy's, he used to be one of Puffy's security. And they said that he would, no, I was listening to him. They didn't say shit. I heard him. He says that he was standing outside of the door and he heard hoo, 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 hoo. I mean, he said it just sounded like damn dogs. So he said he put his ear up to the door, and he said then his mind told him open the door. He said he opened the door and Puffy looked up, and then he was waiting to see, he had somebody bent over. And so he said then the man looked up, and it was Carl from Family Matters, the father. Now, I know that Carl from Family Matters, I don't know if he's still alive, was an openly gay man. Okay. So then he said Puffy goes, when Carl left, Puffy goes, man, it's amazing to me what people would do when they want some money. So I have issues with that, you know. I was listening to somebody else say this is how Puffy would do it when aspiring producers and rappers, good-looking men and artists would get into the business, okay, especially producers, okay, because they was around him constantly because he was in the studio, okay. Alabama, because he was in the studio, right? And so they said that what Puffy would do was he would, you know, let them get a taste of the good life. He'd get them a big check. He still wasn't paying them what they were supposed to get. and he let them get a taste of the good life. They go buy their mama a house, their girl a house, put their kids in private schooling, let them get used to the lifestyle. They said then that's when he would drop the bomb on them about sleeping with him, about getting into those orgies, stuff like that, basically demanding it. Now, anybody would say, well, I'm a man. Nobody can demand anything from me. But that sure is a pickle. That's why people got to be humbled enough to say, I'll go work at McDonald's. Okay? I'll go work at McDonald's. But they get to thinking about, they said Puffy would say to them, you'll never work again in this business. I'll shut down any opportunity. And a lot of these men found themselves in compromising positions instead of going to mama and say, mama, we're going to have to go ahead and sell this house. Baby girl, you love me. We going back to the apartment. I'm going to go ahead and go get a job over there at the tire shop. Figure out how to change tires. Figure out the business of it. Then I'm going to go ahead and just open me a tire shop. We're going to make money like that. See, people got to stop being so gullible, right? Have humility. But instead, they found themselves in compromising positions, doing things, because they said he went hard after the ones that he knew had never had a man before. Okay. And then they end up getting on drugs and on alcohol and losing their minds. Okay. Because they couldn't deal with, I'm supposed to be a man and I done let this man get my booty. Because they said he liked to get the booty. Okay. He let Clyde Davis get his booty, but he liked to get them other men booty. Okay. She said, I got a visual. So no, I don't care nothing about him at all. He used the secretly taped video. Right. And he's used the secretly taped videos to control them. And Gene Deal even said that, I believe it was Gene Deal, that said it was just everybody around Puffy knew when you go to a party, you don't drink. Mario says, did a dude ever leave me for a man? No, not that I know of. Not that I know of, love. I don't know. I don't know what these folks do. But not that I know of. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not that I know of. But Mario, let me just say this. I would assume that a dude that I ever met, because see, ain't no man. When I talk to guys, if they had a fascination with booty holes, I ain't want them. Okay, because I already knew what was going on. Okay, I already knew. So if they talked about booty holes too much, and maybe that's what women don't know, there ain't no man you with supposed to be want no booty hole. Okay. Now, Mario, I don't know if you're trolling me. Are you trolling me? Huh? Okay, Mario, because I never seen you in here before. Okay. The Alabama Hitter says once they leave, they can hook up with a moose. I don't give a damn. That's right. Once they leave, I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do. All right. Okay. But anyway, we're going back to Diddy. Okay. And so I don't care nothing about no Diddy. I don't care. And I believes what Gene Deal says. God Love says, I heard that Gotti partied with Diddy and Cali. I heard that Gotti partied with Diddy and Cali with some young ladies. See, Mario, you thought you was being funny. I got a sense of humor too. They said They said Mario, who knows, or even that's right. We don't know, don't care. I don't care who they be with. I don't want them. But they must still like coochie too, because they still wants to come back. Every one of them. Shoot, even the ones back from early 2000s. Where the hell this nigga come from? Up out the blue, pop up. I was just calling you. See, I had the same number for a real long time. Just calling you. My youngest daughter said to me, Reese, Mama, my daddy said he loved you. I said, I love him too with the love of Christ. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? Y'all know that's been 23 years ago. It ain't nothing gonna go on there. Period. Plus size bed, it says sure they were ladies. Anyways, y'all, listen. I believe that Keefe D, I think Keefe D, they're putting Keefe D in a position where he's, I think he's getting frustrated because he wasn't able to get, I don't think he was able to get enough to get Puffy. Keefe D was already mad and ready to get at Puffy. He been trying to get at him because he feel like he didn't get paid for that lick, right? He didn't get paid for that lick, and I'm sure Vaughn or whatever probably felt like it was something going on. They probably didn't trust him, so he wasn't gonna be able to try to get no information. I'm sure he ain't been able to get close to Puffy since the 90s because Puffy already knew what it was. I'm sure he has not been able to get a phone conversation with him at all. That's why he has been frustrated because he feel like, man, I did this one, but so that's why he writing books and stuff. But Keefe D put the he handcuffed himself. He put the handcuffs on himself. Michelle says, Gotti introduced Moneybag to the Diddler at Jay-Z brunch one year, and the Diddler was looking at Moneybag like, what he doing here? I don't trust nobody that go get facelifts, and I don't mean no harm because I don't. I kind of watch, and I ain't just talking about just Moneybag, but I kind of, my antennas go up with men that go and get face surgery. If they're not, I can see them going to get their teeth and stuff to look better. It might say, well, I'm going to give me some new teeth. Okay, well, okay, that's cool. But anytime he's sitting up talking about, I'm making my lips plump, I'm getting surgery on my lips, I'm doing something with my cheeks. Listen, if you're an ugly man, just stay ugly. I can deal with that. I can't deal with no real ugly man. Just keep yourself looking nice, be masculine, smell good. He ugly, yeah, but he fine though. Shit. He might be ugly, but because you could be ugly and fine. He fine, his clothes fit him nice, and he masculine. So I love him. But when he started talking about, baby, I'm going to the, to the, most time women have to tell their men, baby, we going to the dermatologist. Okay, because most men ain't vain when they real men like that shit. They keep their body looking good. They be at the gym trying to catch a woman. So you have to watch them with that. Baby, I'm going to the gym. I'm going with you because I already know you're going to look at some women's asses. Okay, I guess, I hope. I prefer he look at the women than the men because some of them might be going to look at the men. Okay. Hey, Monica. But when they start having facelifts and stuff like that, that's a red flag to me. I don't even want a man that go gets a facelift. Most men, when they have testosterone, when they masculine, they don't be worried about no mess like that. Okay. Bobby says, great face, a bitty bandit. So let me just say this. I don't have no issues with Diddy was to come out and come out the closet. Okay. Because basically he really out the closet. I have issues with Diddy trying to use his power to push people into something that they wouldn't normally be in, whether it's a man or a woman. It don't make it no better because he used his power and told women, you're gonna either sleep with me or you ain't get ready to work in the industry. I got issues with that. Okay? I have issues with that. But no, I never had nobody leave me for a man. But I'm gonna tell you something. I have a cousin, and I love him so much. We're so close. My cousin is real tall. He's about 6'5". He's tall and he's slender, and he's gay. When he came out, when he was 15 years old, I was the first person he told, and he told me I'm thinking about killing myself because my family is very religious. I ain't never, y'all don't give me touch. I love my family to death, but I'm trying to figure out how they. Oh Lord, they be nothing. Okay, they some jacked up religious folks. Okay. But when we have a gathering where you're going to have fun, if I bring you, you're going to laugh because that's what we do. Okay, because they crazy. But anyways, he moved to California. I remember he called me. He was like, guess who I met? And I got his phone number. We're going on a date. And this is before the guy ever even came out because he moved to LA to become an actor. And I was like, who? He told me, he said, oh God, I can't think of his name, right? It was just on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know the chocolate tall guy that played in Tyler Perry's play, Meet the Browns, the husband that played the doctor, Terrell. And I was like, Terrell, he was like, you know, the actor that played in the Tyler Perry's movies. He also played in the movie as a preacher. And so when Tyler Perry, when he came out, when his boyfriend, one of his boyfriends outed him, Tyler Perry stopped letting him be in his movies. But anyways, he told me Terrell was gay before it ever even came out because he was dating him. Okay. But here's my thing. I don't have issues with anybody and what they choose to do. I have issues with not people that I have issues with people, men that try and trick women and use a woman as their beard. You know what I mean? When they down low with it, just come out and be who you are. Stop trying to trick women and use them as a facade. And most of the men that are under the cover with it, they dog women out. So that's why I tell a lot of these women when they got boyfriends, I be listening to these men. They have a hate for women. They have a hate for all women. They look at all women the same. They got some issues, and no woman could ever satisfy them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't think the young new talent and artists have a choice. They have to be right. I don't think they have a choice at this point either. And Diddy has been one of the ones for many, many years. Okay. He's been one of the ones for many, many years to push an agenda. It's not about the talent. It's about if you're gonna lay in the bed with me. And they say he liked pain. He liked to put people through a lot of pain and stuff. See, I don't know if he was already like that or if Clyde Davis and them put him through all that pain. But it seemed like to me, like if I go through stuff, but I'm different from Diddy. If I go through something, I don't want for people to go through the same type of pain that I've been through. But everybody's different. Bobby says there are so many beards. Right, there are a lot, and you're right. A lot of women now are choosing to be beards. They know that their husbands or their boyfriends are gay, especially if they're famous. They know it. They choose to do it for the money. A lot of guys that women think are straight are not. At best, bisexual. Very few straight men in the industry. They say 75%. I'm gonna tell you what my cousin said. And my cousin said this years ago, and I don't want the men to get mad at me. My cousin said, now men, don't get mad at me. My cousin said years ago, I know it's been about 10 years ago. He said, baby doll, you just don't understand. About 95% of men are on the down low. I said, oh my God, please don't say so. Down through the years, I saw when my cousin, he would have nice looking guys, like he would bring them to gatherings and stuff, and we would talk, and he would go, he got a girlfriend or something like that. He got a whole, whew, so I think that's one of the reasons why I'm very careful. Because one time he brought a guy to a gathering, and you could have sold him for $1. When he walked in with him, it was a guy who was lived 2 doors down from my mother. That guy had a girlfriend, and I mean, grew up on the same street when we moved to my mother's neighborhood. He had a girlfriend and 2 kids, and he definitely recognized me, um, recognized my daughters and stuff too. When we, he recognized us. I mean, you should have seen him. He was almost like balled up in a knot. He got somewhere and sat in a corner. I mean, he was balled up in a knot. He didn't say, "Hey, dog, cat," nothing. He was just he was just paralyzed. Clive Davis is evil. My PI is a nephew to James Brown. He refused to go to Hollywood. He went to military to get away from music industry that his whole family is involved with. His uncle James. Oh wow. That is a disgusting control tactic that slave masters used to break the black male slaves, called buck breaking. It was a cover up to satisfy their gay nature. IMO. Oh wow. Well, I think Keefe D. They put Keefe D in a position where he gonna take that fall by himself, and he really should take it. Because number one, they was wrong for killing Tupac. That's number one. Number two, he was the one. He forced the people to do it. It's a damn shame when he forced them to arrest him. They knew he did it and then never arrested him in almost 30 years. And he put the folks in a position where he had to do it so that they wouldn't look bad. So I don't really know what to say. Mm, mm-mm. Y'all make sure you guys hit the like button for me, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. Althea says, I ain't going to lie. I chased the heck out of NFL football player. He was fine, but sugar in the tank. Crushed my crush. Wow. Mm. And these down low men will leave their wife and children for the men they in love. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting ready to show y'all something. This men, look, men, don't be getting mad at me. I'm not talking about all y'all, because see, I have some men that be on here in the bushes and stuff. And I don't want them to think I'm talking about them. Okay. I know when men don't, if you are, it's okay though. But if you are, it's okay with me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find. I can't believe I can't. Because a woman married this man. If I wasn't trying to think of his name. Here it is right here. I'm getting ready to show y'all. So if you listen to this man right here, and this man was married to a woman. A woman married him. And remember, I did a story on it, and he broke her heart.
Said, let my fans know where I get the walk from, because she's gonna sue me money for stealing her walk. She said, bitch, we got.
Now y'all see that man, his ass bigger than most women. Okay, and he married a woman.
I said, mom and dad, she said,
and got kids.
Got my walk. Now tell me who walked the best, bitch. Let's go, bitch. Let's go do all that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You going all the way out there? So my sister.
Now he said the men go crazy over his bow legs. Straight men.
Oh.
He from out of Baton Rouge.
I said, mom and dad, she said, actually, you got my walk. Now tell me who walked the best, bitch. Let's go, bitch. Let's go do all that. Yeah.
That's how he walked for real. Remember, that man married a lady. He married a lady, and then he broke her heart because he got two biological children he already had. He broke her heart, and or they was getting ready to get married. I think they got married. He broke her heart, or they was getting ready to get married. He broke her heart before the wedding day, because I did a story on it, and they broke up. He left her, and he went and was set a wedding day for the man that he wants to be with. So, anyways, I mean, he cool though. He cool. He funny. But if you listen to him, she says a gay man would get with a gay to have a kid and then back to the normal station. Wow. If you listen to him, he said all he ever get hit on by is rappers. And he from out of Louisiana. That's what he said. The rappers all around Louisiana be at him. And I see now when you look at his comments, you see like national people be liking his stuff, like celebrities. I'm like, wow. But if you listen to him, he'll tell you about how women be hating on him because their men and stuff be wanting him. He be going off and arguing with women all the time about their men. I'm telling you, I'm like, ooh. Listen, I read this book years ago. This lady who was married to a down low man. And I think the name of it was Signs That You Are Dating a Down Low Man. I don't know if it still stands, but like back then they had like their own little codes, instead of saying what's up. That's why, it may not be like that now, but when I hear a man say sup, I go, Their code was sup, S-U-P. Not what's up, but sup. That's how those were their codes to each other. So, I think it's more common now that everybody said, but when I hear a man say sup, I go, I don't know about him. Also, their code was, hey man, you got something in your eye? So, or you got something on your eye? Something that was one of their codes too. And they walk up to a dude out in public. Hey man, if they thought that they, if just to identify each other, if they thought that they were like, hey man, you got something on your eye. So I don't know. Men try to say women are paranoid, but it's just it's a lot of stuff that go on. Some people are okay because I hear women say they would rather their man be with another man than another woman. That's what they say. So hey, if they're cool with it, that's cool. But for me, I don't want my man to be with a definitely not another man and no other woman either. Okay, because I'm gonna go ahead and y'all, God is working on me because I shows out bad, and you can't change nothing. So it ain't even no need in showing out. But I just feel this way: if a man knows that he's not ready to be in a relationship, he should not be, wasting somebody's time. You've been with a person for a year or so, and then all of a sudden they want to start playing games and start cheating. I mean, that's just wasting somebody's time. Of course, you need to go ahead and do the most. But if it's a man, if he's sitting up and he messing with another man, I mean, y'all, that's I don't even want to talk about what I do. I don't even want to talk about it. I remember one time I had this case. It was at a restaurant off of Poplar. We had followed this guy to a restaurant. His wife was like, he said he going to have a business meeting. And we got there. Well, no, we didn't follow him. We got to the restaurant. She was like, she told us what restaurant he was going to be in. We saw his car parked there. We went in there. My partner was like, I don't see him in there. He had a picture of him. I was like, okay, well, he was like, well, maybe he parked his car. And I was like, okay. I said, well, I'll tell you what you do. You go in and you order something and you sit in there to see if he's going to come in. And I'm going to sit out in the car to see if he's going to pull up, right? So we can have both premises covered. So sure enough, about like after 2 hours or whatever, I was still sitting out there in the car next to his car. He pulled up. A car pulled up in front of his car. He got out of his car with another man, and I could say the man was just as flamboyant. Got out of his car with another man looking all around. Okay, he couldn't see me because we be blacked out. I was snapping him up. And went into he looking all around. He went on into the restaurant. He went into the restaurant for about 15 minutes and then walked out looking all around. I guess he had ordered him something or whatever. So he when he walked back into his house, he tell his wife he got a doggy bag or something. I don't know, but that's what he did. His wife was thinking he was going to be with a woman, but he pulled back up with a man. Poor lady. She was so in denial because she was like, well, I can't believe it. Maybe it could be that, or it could be that his friend took him and dropped him off at another woman's house. I said, okay, well, that's okay. They call him Speaky D. She said, I've been there. That's so fun. I'm telling you. I done got burned out. That's why I'm doing other things. I'm tired of trying to chase after these folks' husbands. My grandma used to say, husbands. I want a husband of my own. And dealing with these folks' husbands make me not want no husband because I've been to have to jack somebody. Now I do want one. I just don't want to be a cheater. Says I do too. I eat, sleep, and breathe research. Like oh my God, I love to research so much. I do. I love to research. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I think what being a bun because I do buns too. What being a buns lady is doing. Because I'm so isolated and secluded, I'm not a people's person. I think my job, I mean, I could be. I'm not mean. I'm just reserved and quiet. And but what it's teaching me to do is certain types of people that I go, I cannot deal with. I do not want to deal with no ghetto people. I just don't want that in my life. And I'm not saying that people that come and get us to do their bonds and stuff and bond them out of jail or ghetto, but you sure got to have a whole lot of patience. But I'm finding, I believe that anything that you're supposed to do when it's for you, you're strategically placed there. I think to be a light, right? I do. So when people come in and their loved ones and stuff are in jail and they're upset, especially when it's the first time, right? And they're all upset and all of that. A lot of times I'm able to calm them down. I've always had the ability to do that. When people come in and they on some other type of stuff and I'm talking kindly to them and I start talking to them about other stuff, I always like to enlighten their minds and stuff like that. That's the reason why I've been getting so much clientele, because I think you're supposed to be, it's helping me to be able to identify with people. I grew up in the projects, but when I was growing up in the projects, we was ghetto, but we was another type of ghetto. These folks now, they ghetto 3.0. It ain't 2.0, 3.0. They be on 20 when they walk up in there. I see my nerves and stuff is bad, but God is working with me as far as my patience and getting these people, keeping them calm and stuff. And even like when a lot of those the thug guys, they start calling me back, Miss Tam, such and such, my brother, hey, I'm seeing where the bond is paid. I go, okay, well, just give me a few minutes. I'll call and explain to her. Thank you, Miss Tam. I appreciate that so much. They be recommending their friends and stuff to me. That's the reason why I stay at the bonding company so much. I'm like, well, God, I have to really I'm gonna tell y'all something. The men are easier to calm down than the women. Women are going to have to start doing better. And I'm serious. Women got to start doing better as it relates to being on 15 and stuff all the time. Coming up in there, no other woman can tell me nothing. And baby, bitch, and bitch. No, baby, no, we don't. Well, we can't do it like that. And I'm surprising because the guys, the young boys, and these be gang members. They be, Lord, I hope these young men decide to do something with their life, okay? Because when they come to Miss Tam, Miss Tam, I don't want to make no payments on no bonds. They be counting out that money. His bond 50,000. So you gonna need 5. Miss Tam, we're gonna come out. We're gonna come. Me and my partner, we're gonna come. Can you come up there? We're gonna count out that they be 1s and 5s and 10s, but they be counting it out. Okay, and so it's way easier to calm them down than it is the girls. So that's why, hey, I look at anything really is supposed to be like a ministry, right? When you're able to be calm and you're able to make them think about, wait a minute, come on now. You ain't got to do it like that. Let's look at this another way. Yeah, you're right, Miss Tam. The guys always say, yeah, man, that bitch and everything. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Y'all, but I think these girls think acting like that is cute. It's not cute. It's ghetto. That bitch. I mean, they put a lot of emphasis on it. I'm trying to say it like they be saying, bitch. I'm not saying it right. And they all say it the exact same. That bitch. It's another way. I ain't ghetto enough, but it. I go, oh my God, I would much rather deal with the guys than the girls. The mothers be cool though. They come in there. They'll come in there and they be pretty cool. A lot of times they be nervous, especially when their son, they want to get their sons and stuff out. When them girlfriends, them wannabe wives come in there. Woo, Lord Jesus. Oh, but hey, I deal with them just the same. Y'all want some coffee? Y'all want something? Y'all want some coffee that keep them calm? That calm the kids on down. They just don't care about it all on the head, butt cheeks all out, damn near half naked. It was at one point women had pride in what they what they do. Piercings are, yeah. Who is Lamont Rucker, JJ? Whew, anyway, y'all, I tell you. But I think that's helping. That's teaching me patience, because I used to shy away from certain things. I would look at a person. I already know I don't want to deal with that. Asa says that inner person was hidden for a long time until backstabbing and betrayal was put in place. Who you talk about, Asa? I like that name, Asa. Anyways, y'all just pray for me. But I think, as far as with our organization, I think God is allowing the people that I need to reach to teach them how to be calm and patient, you know. And then it's just something I have to say. I don't know what it is about my energy. And I know these are street guys, even the younger ones. When they come in there, they don't be on no disrespectful stuff with me. It's always Miss Tam, or they just don't be on that. They just don't. And I be looking at even when they have to come back and sign their bonds and stuff, when they get out, after I get them out and stuff, you look at their charges, and when they come in there, it could be they might have been a detoxed in jail, but it's always different. And that's because I try to put out that energy that I want back. Me too. I be needing more patience, and I think this is helping me with more patience, because in the beginning I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do this. My nerves is too bad. What's up? Rest in peace, young dog. What's going on? He said, what I missed. Oh, I was supposed to talk about, I'm just going on and on. I was supposed to drop some tea on Cornelius. Rest in peace, young dog made me just remember that. We just talking. I'm just a talking. Okay. I had got some tea on Cornelius. I didn't put this in the members because I was like, I'll share this with everybody. That a guard that was dealing with Cornelius had gotten walked out. The guard, they found out that the guard was giving Cornelius vapes. Y'all know the vapes they smoke. They was giving Cornelius vapes. And I'm told that so the guard always they said the guard always, outside of there, always they knew that the guard smoked vapes. Now vapes, they say, are those little things that supposedly not drugs. They're just vapes that you smoke on and go on. And so they asked her to give them a vape. I think I'm saying it right. A vape. Are those silver things vapes or whatever? They for stress, I tell you. They were supposed to so they asked her to give him a vape. They was trying to figure out who was giving it to, and they know that she worked, one of the ones that worked this area. And I'm told that they asked her when they started doing an investigation. They said they told somebody, ask her, tell her you want a vape. So they asked her for a vape, if I'm saying it right. And she gave them the exact one of her vapes, which is the exact same vape that Cornelius had been getting. Who giving Cornelius contraband, risking it? Well, she got walked. They fired her. She gone. But see, when they do stuff like that, they're really supposed to charge them. They used to do that. I don't know why it's not happening now. Yeah, Cornelius getting him some vape. Listen, they didn't do nothing to Cornelius. I'm told, like last year or something like that, he was caught with a phone, but he didn't get rolled up, nothing. Okay. So ain't no telling, I don't even know what was going on with that. And then another time when they had him out in another part of the jail. And there was another inmate in there, and they had been smoking weed, which is weird because no inmates is around Cornelius. I think the only okay, yeah. Anyways, right? It is the weed one or the tobacco. I don't know. He just said vape. I tell you, I said, Lord Jesus. I said, how long has she been working there? And the person told me she had been there either 4 or 5 years. Just crazy. So I asked him, I said, was she liking him or something? He said, no, he don't think she liked him because she was a stud. She was a stud. So, child. Y'all get the likes up. I forgot to say, I should have told y'all to get the likes up before I even told y'all that tea. Because the likes might not even be up. I be forgetting. Y'all get the likes up. Ray Brown. Ray Brown says studs take D every blue moon. Oh my God. I don't know. Ray, I don't know. She'd risk it all. They walked her up out of, they fired her. HD Bullet said vape juice or nicotine in those vape pens. Yeah, I wonder why Cornelius instead. We'll talk about that into the members. We'll do another members live. What time is it? 12. I gotta call somebody at I can be on for another 30 minutes. Can I be at 1:30? I called the person at 1:30. I gotta go. What's the yeah. I gotta go to okay. They said vape juice or nicotine in those vape pens. What's up, the site dog? What's up? I be weeding some of the two, Miss T. It be weeding some of them. Lord Jesus. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button. Let me see how many Y'all run the likes up. Y'all keep running the likes up. Be quiet. Oh yeah, I'm looking at something. Be quiet. Mm, okay. Um, do y'all want me to open up the lines? I'll open up the lines for listen, y'all. I gotta be y'all know I haven't been able to stay on here long because I've been running. I wish I could. I'm gonna have to get on one night after I finish doing everything I need to do. It ain't gonna be able to be this Friday night because I hear they doing a steam. Cause so I'm gonna have to be. I know I'm gonna be at the bonding company. Okay, gets. mm, Um, it ain't gonna be this Friday night. It ain't. It can't be this. Maybe maybe I'll do it from over at the bonding company, or I ain't gonna. It's gonna be too busy. Then when I get home, be tired. Maybe I could do it Saturday nights. Well, we get on kind of late after I finish doing everything I need to do. And then we could stay on for longer than an hour or so. Because y'all know I've been getting off early. Y'all know we normally stay on 3 and 4 hours sometimes. We used to. He said, I'm at work sneaking text. Miss T, much respect. Joy loves God. Looks like a good looker, no cap. Oh, Joy loves God is beautiful for real. She pretty for real. Um, how did you get into the bonding business? I would like to learn how. My friend owns a lot of bonding companies, and but I'm telling you, just he owns them in every county. He owns them in every county in Tennessee. Every one of them. It's cool too if you're a people's person. Y'all, I'm getting ready to open the lines up. Who asked? And Ken, what state do you live in? Because it's different for every state. It's different. The laws and stuff are different in every state. Yeah, I just opened the lines up. If anybody want to call in, you could definitely call in. Okay. Shout out to Miss Bobby for sending me a super sticker. Okay, you're in Mississippi. I think he got some in Mississippi. Cause I mean, uh, yeah, I've done some bonds for South Haven. Yep. Um, yeah. Empty waste. Y'all, the lines are open. If you all want to call in, you can call in. You could definitely call in. Mm. Yeah, I gotta stop looking at all this different food to cook. Bail bonds damn near everywhere, but Commonwealth states. I live in Kentucky, and it's not one bail bonds man's here. Wow. Mm. So what do they do? Just handle everything within the courts? I don't think that states can really afford to, because I think they was wanting to try to get rid of bail bonding companies, but that's going to put a lot of burden on when you start letting these people out. When you let them out on bond, it puts the responsibility on um the bail bonding company. That kind of helps the courts and stuff to ensure that they come back to court, because if they skip bond, then the bail bond companies have bounty hunters that are very experienced, and they hunt them down. You know, I was looking at a bounty hunter one day. I kid you not. I was looking at a bounty hunter, and it was a list of people that had skipped bail. And he came in, he was like, I need to make some money for such and such. And he got all of he was like, I'm going to get this one, this one, this one. And I promise you, it seemed like every time I looked up, he was coming back in. I got that one. I took him over to the jail, leave out. I got that one. I took him over to the jail. But he's a people's person. He has a really good rapport with the community. Them folks had done skip bond for 4, 5, 6 months in hiding, and he was going picking them up. Okay, the police are only going to do it if they're not going to look for them unless somebody call them. And now if they're a fugitive, like on a federal situation, especially if it's high profile, the marshals will get out there. But as far as the bounty hunters are very good at what they do. That's how they get paid. So they get out there and hunt, and they have a really good rapport with the community. Hey, them people people tales. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I need a new hustle that doesn't involve being on the phone or talking to people for real. For real, it's brainstorming about that. Yeah. Anyways, y'all, I guess nobody wants to call in, right? Because if they have, let's just say they have a $60,000 bond, so they pay 10% to get out, which would be $6,000. Okay. So they bring the bonding company 6 G's. So, okay, so once they pay the 6 G's, we go get them out. And then we tell them this your court date. You gotta be at court, you can't miss court. They have somebody to co-sign for the bond too. So that puts the burden on them also. So if you get somebody, you care about, that has co-signed for you, that has put their house up and all of that, they're going to also ensure, because they're not going to put their house up for anybody. They're going to also ensure that you make it to court, so that no liens and stuff be put all on their houses and stuff like that, right? And so, yeah. Lorenzo said, "Yeah, pay the bill." Right. And so if they skip bond, the courts are going to put a warrant out for their arrest, and the bounty hunters are going get out there and hunt them down and get them, and they do. They get them. So I was going to say, so if they don't go to court and they give the bonding company a certain amount of time, even though they paid even though they paid 6,000 to get out, if their bond is 60, the bonding company, if they start skipping court, the courts give the bonding company, I think, 90 days to find them, or 6 months or something like that. If they don't find them and bring them before the courts, the bonding company has to pay the whole $60,000. And so the bonding company pays the $60,000 to the courts, and pay the whole 60 G's to the courts. And then the person who co-signed for the bond, the bonding company then start garnishing their checks, or if they put their house up for you, they put a lien on their house and can take it, because the bonding company is only going to take your house as a payment if you put your house up, only if it's equivalent to how much your bond is. So what we do is, if a person said, well, I ain't got the money, or I got the money, because they're gonna always pay that 10%. Okay, so I pay this much. I also want to, if it's a real big bond, okay, you also gonna need to put up something else. Okay, my house is paid for. My house is worth let's just say 150,000. Okay, so your bond may be let's just say your bond is 200,000. Okay, so the bonding company takes the money, also get the title to your house. You sign it over and stuff, and they give it back though. The person go to court, do what they're supposed to do. You take that lien off of that house. They put a lien on your house. You take the lien off, right? But if the person got a $200,000 bond, and they think they're gonna go into hiding, and the bonding company have to go over there and pay the courts that fee, they're gonna immediately put a lien on that house. They're gonna put a lien on the house, and they can force that person to sell their house, because some bonding companies don't have enough money in their bond. It'll put them out of business. So what they start doing is pressuring the person who was kind enough to put their house up for you, to keep their business going, and can take that house. So the people need to be careful about, make sure the folks are responsible. People nice enough to put their house up for you. Ain't no need in you skipping court, because your ass is going to go to jail at some point anyways. Stop putting your mama and your grandmama, your aunties, and everybody who has cared about your no good ass through all of the trouble that you put them through. They kind enough, because most people ain't going to put their houses up. I love my daughters. I don't know if I put my house up for them. If they was innocent, I would. Okay. But I already know my girls are going to be going back and forth to court. But just, my boyfriend's son, if your boyfriend ain't got no house to put up on his own, his son is just assed out. Okay. My boyfriend's son, I put my house up. He ain't care nothing about me. And my boyfriend ain't trying to make him go turn himself in. They taking my house from me. He get the whining. But if it's your grandson, your son, or something, they might care about you. So they go, I don't want my mama house to get taken. So even if I don't want to go to court, I'm going. Because my mama done worked hard and paid for her house. Believe it or not, you have some ungrateful kids and grandkids and nieces and nephews don't give a damn. They know they folks putting their house up, and they're in their mindset. They go, as soon as they bail me out, I'm going on the run. So I mean, I think it's too risky. You done worked and paid hard, paid for a house all these years and stuff. So I don't know about that. Ken says I work with some bounty hunters in California. She says let's do a speed dating. What is speed dating? I never heard of that. Wait a minute, I think I've heard of it, but I still don't know what it is. Them bounty hunters that work up in there with me don't be playing though. They some grit. As my grandma, my grandma used to say there's some grit, big old white boys. They come from straight up out the country. I promise to God. They got one black guy up in there. Them white boys can run too. Oh Lord, I be messing with us. I be scared of folks that got them them great clear eyes and stuff. Anyways, y'all. I'm getting ready to get off of here because I got some more things I gotta do. I gotta make a phone call to somebody because I'm working on a situation. And so I need to make a phone call and then I need to do some more stuff, believe it or not. What else I need to do? I got to get out and work tonight. So on a case though, but it'll just be for a few hours. Yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I don't know how long it's gonna take for my information to be regurgitated. Child, these folks ain't got no integrity. What if I decided to Tam, what do you think about the officer involved? You know what? I'm just not learning more about that. Oh my God. That's where the police officer, the lady was calling on God and the police officer took the lady out. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Oh my God, that's disgusting. And I'm serious. And he intentionally did it and just out of evilness. Oh, I think he need to get the death penalty. That's what I think. I think he needs to get the death penalty. That's what I think about him. He should get the death penalty. Just like I felt like, but that guy wasn't even a police officer. I'm still not happy about George, whatever his name, getting off of what he did to Trayvon. Folks said that they saw him. Trayvon was getting the best of him, and he shot that baby. And he got off. Evidently, he must be a atheist. He didn't want her calling on the name of Jesus. That's her savior. So I guess now when you start calling on the name of Jesus, these atheists that are within the police department, you don't have a right to believe in what you believe in. They're gonna take you out. Whew. Stuff like that piss me off. Y'all, I think we should have I wish I could have, we could talk about that. We could talk about that situation. I wish I get home. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get out early so I can get back home so we could do another live. Yeah, if I got back home in time tonight, I'm trying to think. If I get back home in time tonight and I did a live, which y'all call in so we could talk about that situation. So because it's a lot of stuff going on within our country. We're talking about systematic racism. We're talking about they're wanting, they're wanting. It's a lot of stuff. I want to hear what more people have to say about Kamala, them propping Kamala up. I know it's a lot of people in my chat that is pro Kamala, which is fine with me. But I would love to have a good debate on. We talked about. I'd like for more people to call in so we could debate about that, so that they can, okay, and we could talk about that situation. What should be done when police officers use their authority to just to just take out somebody like that. I ain't talking about no damn criminal that has been terrorizing their community, messing with the little girls and boys and kidnapping them and robbing and taking folks out. Not you. I ain't talking about you because I'm not studying nobody like that. I'm talking about innocent people. Right. If Kamala Harris sit up and says that America is not a racist country, y'all, she too out of touch for me to be president. So, and for her to say something like that, that goes to show she couldn't be like the normal, the regular, everyday black people. She could be. If she has never experienced racism. Now, I'm trying to understand how she never experienced racism when Kamala can't even pass. She can't pass for nothing. But she cannot bring herself. I guess maybe she's just been around the Indian community, okay? And they've accepted her. And kind of shielded, because the Indian community kind of they're kind of enthralled in their very own community, basically. But for a supposed to be black woman, and I say supposed to be just because how she looked, because she's never said that she was black, and she will not say it. You got black folks running around here talking about she ain't black, her daddy Jamaican. Jamaican ain't no damn race. So what is she? Okay, she identifies as an Indian American, but her reality is that her father is black and that her mother is Indian. Why can't she identify with being Indian and identify with being black? Indians got a lot of African in their blood. So the reality is that she's a black woman. Yeah, even though she don't want to be. Her hair tells me. Okay. That her hair tells me that. Shit. It said tell the AKAs to do their research. She probably pledged with the AKAs because the texture of her hair she couldn't pledge with no other sorority. But maybe it's a lot of white women in AKAs too. I don't know. I never wanted to be in a sorority. I'm really weird. I just never wanted to pledge nothing that where I had to be. I don't know. It seemed like it's something else. I never wanted to be involved in stuff like that. He said Trump is going to get crooked officers out of prison. Why you say that, JJ? What makes you think that? Obama would be coaching her to further move the LGBT agenda forward. Well, we definitely know that she's not going to do anything for African Americans. And people say, "Why black people always talking about what they gonna do for us?" That's because our community is always left out and behind. They get us emotional, and they never do a damn thing for our community. They do something for everybody else's community, and then you have damn black folks sitting up talking about, "Well, they can't just do everything for us." Oh, yeah, our people need some help. Our people need some help. I'm telling you, Lord, I'm telling you. And they be getting mad at me because I mean it's better for me to talk about our community and what we need to do. Okay. And I love my community, but we're gonna have to do better. Not everybody. Don't y'all be thinking I'm throwing shots at y'all, because people be thinking I'm throwing shots at them. Anyways. Mm. Mm-mm. Okay, you guys, I'm ready to get off. I got some things to do. Kamala doesn't identify as African American. You're right. So if she does not identify as African American, so why are black people saying, well, we know her father is black, so she's in denial. See, I wouldn't have no issues with her being Indian American, but she's half black. And the mere fact that she can't fix her mouth to say that, I have issues with that. If she does not want to be black, why in the hell black people, if she's denying, I could see if she was Indian and not black. And she go, no, I'm not black. I don't want to be black. I want to be what I am, and that's Indian. I wouldn't even have no issues with that, because she's Indian American. Because see, let me tell y'all something. It takes two people to make a full Indian. It takes two Indian people to make a full-blooded Indian. Kamala didn't have that. And that's what people are missing the point. She didn't have that. And I don't care what she is. I'm just trying to understand why a half black woman has an issue with saying that she's half black. Okay, she got an issue with saying she's half black. She can't fix her mouth to say that her father is black. Why in the hell black people think she gonna do something for them? And she don't even want to identify with what she is. I could see if she was a full-blooded Indian woman. This lady is partial black. And black people, oh, she us. This lady don't want to be black. So if she is running from who she is, what makes people think because she does not want to be in the black community, that means she don't even like who she is? What makes black folks think she gonna ever do something for them? Obama always said that his father was an African. He always said it. He always said his mother was white and his father is an African. So Obama was partial white. He was half white, half black. He did not deny that at all. He said he loved his mother. He identified with who his father is. This lady has a black father and an Indian mother, which means she's really more black than Obama, because Indians have more black in them. The texture of her hair tells me everything. But you can't get her to say that she's black, and she does not identify with being in the African American community or with African American people, period. Okay? Anytime you say America isn't racist. Because there is a race issue as it relates to America. There's definitely a race issue that they refuse to deal with. And they've been refusing to deal with it forever. Instead, now what they're trying to do is brush it up under the rug and say it never existed or it doesn't exist rather than dealing with it. Okay? So, anyways, I tell you, that's why the Democratic Party have the borders wide open. Yeah, I got to think about too. Now, I'm going back to Cornelius. I got to. I'm thinking about Cornelius. Y'all know stuff be coming to my mind. Now he done got caught with a vape. Now he's supposed. They said he had been going on up there to the chapel on his knees praying to the good Lord, and he's smoking a vape. He really done backslid. They say he quoting that Bible like a preacher. He really backslid. He done smoked him a vape. Now he didn't say whether the vape had weed in it. He said one of them pens. He backslid. They say Cornelius sitting up talking about I didn't shoot Dolphin. I shot his brother. They said they asked him, well, Cornelius. Well then why Dolph's brother wasn't shot? They say he said he went to, I don't even talk about it. Cornelius crazy. He really is. Tierney says they just need to make me president. They need to make me president of the United States because at least I will be fair all the way across the board. He said it was 1 out of 3. Said Legacy says I don't like politics, aka pile of tricks. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Mm. I know some save folks that smoke weed. Yeah, they try to say they smoke it for their arthritis. That's what a lot of say. I hear a lot of say people say they smoke weed for and they smoke it for their arthritis. Mm. And a real Indian would get accept her at all. Right. Only deal with her only to get the policies and stuff they need passed. I bet you're gonna see a lot of they already getting a lot of what they want. And I don't have issues with other communities getting what they want. I'm trying to understand why black people are not getting what they want. Our vote counts and matters. Why is it that every other community can get what they want, but we can't? Y'all, that's what we need to talk about. See, we gotta get to the roots of the problems. I like to talk about stuff like that. Why is it that every community gets what they want out of the government, but the black people don't, y'all? Somebody put in the chat why aren't we getting what we want? Stephanie says she did her undergraduate at Howard University. Okay. Miss Stephanie, let me ask you this. Why do you think that every other community gets what they want, but the African American community does not get what they want? We don't get what we want. The Imaginates are replacing the black vote. Mm. I always said if everyone plays their part in the community will be good. Not to sound tough, however, I be damned if I let outsiders come and destroy my community. Lorenzo says because we as blacks don't vote. We rather march and protest. I agree. A lot of people they put into the atmosphere. I agree with you on that, Lorenzo. They want to put into the atmosphere that the vote don't count. Don't vote. That is what they want. They want for us not to get out and vote. I think that we should change that energy. I think what's happening is we need to come together. We need to vet the politicians. Everybody in our community come together. Okay. There be a reputable spokesperson. Okay. Everybody comes together, vet whoever it is, and then we vote based on that. That you're right. We're not voting because first thing people say is my vote don't count. Your vote do count. Ken says because blacks settle for anything and are too selfish. Mm. We definitely settle for anything and stubborn. You can't get us to vote for another person. We vote based on name recognition and who we like. Okay. Forget whatever their policies are or what they're gonna do. Well, I just like him. Why you like him? I just like that suit. He wear them nice suits. Yeah, but what he gonna do for the community? I don't know, but he sure be dressed up. Our minds are, we fall for the wrong stuff. And so everybody, include any race, whether it's black or white or anything, they're able to hijack our community, and we've been letting them do it for years because we're not united enough. We really worry about the wrong stuff. We worry about the wrong things all the time. Some are also entitled, which no one wants to admit. Also, some make a few dollars and think they identify as Republican when values and money is nowhere near Republican. My unpopular opinion. That you know what I think, Ashley. I don't think that there is a difference in Democrats or Republicans. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you because I've been a Democrat my whole life, and I don't see, and I'm in my 40s. Before I even started getting into voting, my family was Democrats their whole life, and ain't nothing changed. Nothing. So if you ask me, a Democrat and a Republican are two of the same. What have the Democrats done for the Black community? What have they? I know what they say what the Republicans don't do, but what have the Democrats actually done to better the Black community? Are we better off? Anytime we have a Democratic president, are we better off? When they come, when they're there, and when they leave, are we in a better position, or are we in a worse position, or are we in the same position? Because I ain't never seen none get no better with a Democrat or a Republican. So that's why I say it seems like they're two of the same. Because you have a lot of people, what they do is, if they want to win, they know that most Democrats are Black people, and Black people, we're just emotional beings. And it comes from our ancestors and stuff. I do believe, even though I feel like they were strong, because they went through a lot of stuff that mentally, I'm talking about in slavery, that we couldn't go through. They had to deal with it their whole lives, their children being sold off from their bosom, being raped, being all of that. Okay. And so I'm trying to figure out when did Black people become Democrats? Because I was reading like way back when, in the early 1900s and 18 something, Black people were Republicans. It was the Republicans that freed the slaves. So for a long time, Black people were Republicans, and then it changed. And so now, because nobody really does anything for the Black community, we always get left behind, whether it's a Democrat or Republican. I said that to say this. I'm not talking at you, Ashley. I'm just throwing out some points. At what point, whether it's Democrat or Republican, we start making our demands? We come together and start making our demands, okay? As it relates to our community, because ain't none of them did nothing for us. Okay. Okay. I think oftentimes we feel like when we elect people because we like them, we don't have to make them do anything for us, that they're going to automatically do it, right? Because we elect them, oh, they're going to do something for us. No, they're not going to automatically do it. Hold on. I'm trying to read to you all something. When Philip Randolph went to President Roosevelt Franklin and spoke about, I was trying to read it verbatim, when an activist, Philip Randolph, went to RDF, which is President Roosevelt Franklin, and was talking about the cry was, back then they was saying Negroes need jobs and this and that. And at the time, Roosevelt Franklin, I'm sorry, was the president. And when the activist Philip Randolph went to him and He was talking about what was happening with the African American community. We needed jobs, this, and that. President Roosevelt Franklin told him, "Yeah, I know, but make me do it. I understand the crowd, so do something, make me do it." And so what Philip Randolph did was he went and assembled about 100,000 African Americans, and they did a march, and they made him do it. So do you all think that just because we like the Obamas and they're supposed to be black, or because women are talking about, Kamala is a woman, she's a woman, do y'all think that once these people, it don't have to be on a presidential level, I'm talking about even on a local level, because we elect these people and put them into office, that we ain't got to make them do what they say do? I think that's where in our community, that's where we drop the ball at. We elect them and we go, well, we elected them, we stood behind them, we gonna wait on them to do what they say, and then they don't do it. We back off. When we got to keep our foot on their neck and say, we elected you, now do what you said and stick together, because it's strength in numbers. Unify and make them do it. Okay? FDR Roosevelt, Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR. I might have been saying it wrong, but it was that's what I said, President Roosevelt, then, or did I say President Franklin? It's President Roosevelt, FDR. Okay, so I think that's kind of where we're dropping the ball. That we're not keeping, we keep our foot on the neck of somebody else. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my foot on their neck. As it relates to, yeah, I'm gonna keep my foot on these bitches' neck by wearing all the name brand stuff. And you living from paycheck to paycheck. Folks worry about the wrong thing. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I be on social media shining. Don't nobody care nothing about you shining. All the money you got is in your hand, so you in a real bad position. When you showing a bankroll and that's all the money that you got in your life, that's all you worth, then you in a bad position. You worried about the wrong thing. We need to be, when we elect these people, we vet them, we stick together, unify, vet them, make sure that they are elected, put something in place. We make sure we stay on their necks. And if they get up there and sell out, there are some repercussions. Because I believe in repercussions for disloyalty. I'm just one of them ones that's like that. Oh, we elected you, we unified and elected you, and you get up there and sell us out, it's going to be some repercussions. And we got to unify and decide what those repercussions are. And we quietly handle them just like every other community. Right? So that's what we got to do. I agree. Anyways, you guys, I gotta get off of here. I gotta get off. I gotta run, but I want you guys to know how much I appreciate you so much. Everybody and their support on this channel. Okay, Memphis is a good example of poor leadership and not holding up people accountable. I agree. 100%. Okay. But let me just say this. Memphis has got new leadership. I think people should give Paul Young a chance, because Paul Young has to, he stepped into a position where he has to try and unravel a lot of the craziness that has been tied up, right? And I do believe that Paul Young I know I went to their church. They are good people. I do believe that he wants to see a better Memphis, but it's a lot of stuff he's gonna have to unravel and then start fixing. But he only just been there for 7 months. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I want you guys to know how much I appreciate y'all tuning in to my podcast. As always, it has been an absolute pleasure. I love you guys. I'll speak with you later.